And in Atlanta, after a trial that lasted nearly 2 years, the rapper known as Young Thug pleaded guilty to a series of charges in exchange for his release. The Grammy winner was originally charged in 2022. Prosecutors accused the hip-hop star of leading a violent street gang that committed murder and other serious crimes. In a controversial move, prosecutors got a judge's permission to use his lyrics as evidence against him. Young Thug, who's 33 years old, made a plea bargain to be freed on time served in jail, but he will serve 15 years probation and is under orders to stay out of Atlanta. The rapper told the judge yesterday that he takes full responsibility.
And Mr. Williams, were you aware of the state's previous offer that was turned down prior to your making this non-negotiated plea?
Yes.
All right. And Your Honor, at this time, the state is making a recommendation of 45 years with 25 to serve in custody, followed by 20 on probation, subject to the special requirements of 1615 the gang statute.
I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count two, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count one, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count one, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served. So I'll get to the end of it and give you the total sentence, but I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served, balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively, that's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be commuted to time served. You are to remain on reporting status for the first half of your probation, active reporting for the first 7.5 years of your probation, and that is pursuant to OCGA 17-10-1, subsection 2, A2A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be good cause shown, We all concede that good cause is shown here?
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, my managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just having so much time invested into this, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something.
Members of If Gang continued into 2019, wherein Mr. Williams wraps the list.
Out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, let's talk about Young Thug 40-year sentence. It breaks down to 15 years probation, 5 years time served. Now he got another 20 that's just over his head if he fuck up. He can't rap no old rap songs that got cussing and gang violence in it. He can't make new songs that got cussing and gang violence in it. He can't hang around no gang members. He can't do nothing. He can't even fart wrong and it sound like a sue woo. If he fart and it say, how they come out, sometimes the farts come out, sue woo, they locking his ass up. And I just want to say this. I hope that Thug can make it. Because when you go back, they wanted him. When you go back, they going to make him do the whole fucking 20 years. So I hope he can make it. But man, that shit hard. I done walked down years before. I'm walking down 10 year sentence now. Suspended sentence. And it's been the longest 10 years of my motherfucking life. You can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might be making you mad in public or something like that. Normally you smack the shit out of motherfucker. You can't do that shit on you can't do it. So you gotta go on here about your business, cause if you go back, they can give me the whole 10 years. See what I'm saying? So Young Thug, I'm low key though. I'm nobody. Young Thug is somebody. But you can't be around no gang member. You can't. Okay, and another thing. His daddy was mad because she made him move. He got 24 to 48 hours to get the hell up out of Atlanta, the county. His daddy mad about it. But the woman trying to help his ass out. The more he hang around his old people and, where he at, the more he gonna want to backslide into some bullshit. So her moving him to another county is the best thing for him. He needs to do some shit like NBA Youngboy, go to Caucasus Mountain or a nigga grave mountain, whatever the hell they call it up there. He need to go up there somewhere away from somebody. Go up to Canada. Ain't nobody getting in trouble in Canada. Go up there if they'll let you and get the fuck away from everybody. Because 15-year probation, you got to check in. You got to pee in the cup random. You got to pay this little money to him, everything. Then he got other conditions like this shit. That shit ain't easy. I'm going to be real. It ain't easy, man. I do stuff totally different. I won't even go to family functions if they in the wrong part of the city or the wrong part of whatever, cause I don't know what. Hey, shit, hell no. I'm gonna walk down that time first. Then once you through with that time, you can do what the fuck you want to do. But that's what I'm saying, man. Young Thug. This, if y'all a fan of Young Thug, this is your time to pray for him that he can make it. Because 15, he thought 2 years in the county jail was a long ass time. How long you think 15 years is? Them folks in your face and them folks telling you AP in a cup today. Them folks telling you, you too close to him. Nigga in Walmart see a homeboy that was XYSL or whatever. Shit, you can't even dap his ass up. They see you on camera or something dapping him up. Oh, gang battle, lock him up. Like I said earlier, Young Thug got to be on a tightrope. He came forward, and it sounded like a suit woo. He going to prison. So that's the breakdown. But for you people that's mad because he got to get out of Atlanta, don't be mad. The judge actually is helping him out, getting him away from the in crowd, get her closer to God.